Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel and my free-to-play series. Yes, we are back playing my free-to-play, and not just playing it, but talking about free-to-play in general. Now, a load of you out there will always say Blitz is pay to win. Blitz is pay to win. Is Blitz really pay to win? I mean, yes, you can say there's some pay to win tanks out there, such as the Smasher and the Annihilator. But in general, overall, is Blitz pay to win or is it free to play? Now, I'm going for the free to play because there is just so many opportunities to get things into the game in the game for absolutely free, whether that will be attending things like Tank Fest, which is what I did. And when I attended Tank Fest, I got given bonus codes, and with them bonus codes I managed to get the Cromwell B, the AC Sentinel, and I managed to get the Panzer IV-S. So I got them already absolutely free. You get a bonus code for these tanks. On top of that, there are so many events out there that you can get tanks. The Panzer V-4 I got for absolutely free. The IS-2 I got for absolutely free. And of course the Kunze Panzer I got for absolutely free because of events. And on top of that, if you could join a good clan, or if you play ratings, now I've been in BPS with my free-to-play account for a while, and because they do well in tournaments, I got tokens or coins, and with them coins I managed to buy myself a T-34 85 Rudy for absolutely free. And that's what I'm saying. So I've got all of these premium tanks and I've paid absolutely nothing for them. I haven't put money into the game. You've got these daily adverts which you can watch where you can get gold. I'm sitting at 600 of gold at the moment, and I've spent some gold, but mainly the reason now why it's not free to play, because Wargaming introduced tanks like events like the 50 TP. Yes, I've already spoke about the 50 TP event and how I think it is the worst event Wargaming have ever done. I know people have disagreed with me there, but I look at it, I don't look at it as like, oh, it's a free tank, it's an absolutely free tank. I look at it as an other side of the thing. Like, yes, it is a free tank, and yes, it's a good tank to get in your garage. Like, I played this on my free-to-play account to get, or in a platoon on my free-to-play account to get this tank, and literally it took me 2 days. It took me 2 days to get the tank. Now that should not happen. That should not happen for a free tier 9 tank. 2 days, and people like Droodles got it in a day. Yes, I know Droodles have made a video saying it's the best event Wargaming have ever done, but that's because it's a free tank and people like free tanks, and that's all they look at it as. They look at it as think, oh, I can get the tank for nothing. It's a good event. But if you look at it as a different aspect, I said in my other video, like, people that haven't even got a tier 5 tank yet can go and tune in a tier 4. People that are only 40% win rate, that haven't got a tier 5 tank, that's new to the game, they could just platoon in tier 4 and get the tank. And then Droodles obviously come back saying, how many people will be good enough to 40% to get the tank? You don't need to be good to get the tank. All you need to do is steal kills. And that is what people have been doing. And that's what I showed yesterday in my World of Dummies. And that is what people are doing. You don't need to be good to get the tank. You just need to steal kills. As long as you and your platoon mate can steal 2 kills each, that is all you need. You don't need anything about damage or anything about win rate, as long as you and your platoon mate can steal 2 kills, which isn't hard when you're platooning in tier 4. It really isn't hard. Now, I managed to get this tank in 2 days. I joined GNA because it is my normal clan. I left BPS because I didn't want to take them down a few tiers, because they are all pro players. So I went back to GNA with my free-to-play account. I platooned with Kasu, a really good friend of mine. We platooned in tier 6 for 2 days. And I mean, we was playing, say, 10 battles, and we would get 8 brothers in arms. Some of them battles, we would only get 600 damage. And that's what I'm saying. You don't need to be good. You just need to be good at kill stealing. And that's where I was coming from. by saying it's the worst event Wargaming have ever done. Yes, I appreciate it's a free tank. I love a free tank. Everyone loves a free tank. But maybe it should have been tier 7. Maybe the event should have... What they're doing now, I like the idea of it, but maybe it should have been for a tier 7 tank. Or maybe you shouldn't have got as many points as you did for Brothers in Arms. Maybe you shouldn't have even got half as many points as you did for Brothers in Arms. Because at the moment, it is just way too easy to get this tank. And for it to be a tier 9 tank, then it's just... It shouldn't happen. It should not happen this easy. But I'm not complaining too much. I managed to get it on my free-to-play account. And that's what I'm saying about a free-to-play. Like, I haven't spent any money on this game, on this account, and I've managed to get myself a tier 9 premium tank. I've got some tier 7 premium tanks, some tier 8 premium tanks, and some tier 5 premium tanks without spending money on the game. Yes, I do understand that I'm not going to get the Smashers, or I'm not going to get the Annihilators, or even the T22, but there is still a possibility of you getting them tanks. If you watch your daily adverts and you build the gold up, in a year, you'll be able to get yourself a tier 10 premium tank every single year. You can get about 18,000 gold, I think, I believe, a year, 18 and a half or something like that, just by watching the adverts. And that's a tier 10 premium tank every single year. Yeah, you could also, instead of buying a tier 10 with that gold, you can put that gold into crates, where then you might have the opportunity to get things like the Smashers, especially as what these surprise containers, you spend a bit of gold on these surprise containers, then you're able to get pretty much any premium. So that's what I'm saying. It's not pay to win. You don't have to put money into the game to win, and you don't have to put money into the game to get these premium tanks. Now, the 50 TP, even though I said the first video I said on this tank, I said it's not worth it because it's not the best of tanks and you have to put a lot of effort in to get the tank, where that is completely wrong. I couldn't be more wrong. You don't have to really put no effort at all to get this tank. So other than that, yes, I'm not going to lie, it's not the best of tanks in the world. But seeing as it was absolutely free and it's a tier 9, do you know what? It's not bad. I'm not going to complain. It's not overpowered. I do think it's quite balanced. And the more I play the tank, I'm playing the tank on obviously my free-to-play account. And the more I play it, the more I actually enjoy the tank. But it doesn't mean I'm enjoying it because it is overpowered. I do think it is balanced, and I like the fact that Wargaming have put a tank like the 50 TP that is balanced in an event like this. I just wish it wasn't a tier 9 tank. I wish they would have just done the event completely different, maybe a different tank, tier 7 or even maybe a tier 8 tank into this event. People would still play because it's a free tank that will be easily been able to get. But I just think they chose the wrong tier. Not so much the wrong tank, but the wrong tier. And I do believe this time, in a week time or maybe less, I've already seen it now, you're going to be full. The battles are going to be full of 50 TPs. And that's what I'm afraid of. That is what I'm afraid of. Tier 10 just being full of 50 TPs, or tier 9, tier 8s. And most of them not even being great players. Now, I do really want to look into it in next couple of weeks. The more 50 TPs I see, I just want to go and see like what win rate these players are, how many battles these players have got, and how many have got the tank, if you know what I mean. Like the ratio to good players, is it mostly good players who've got the tank, or is it mostly bad players who have the tank? But it's something I'll look at into the future just to see. But I do have to praise Wargaming for the event. Yes, thank you for giving us a good event as such, that you're able to get a free tank. People love that. People hate where you have to do the event and you only get a discount off that tank, and you have to pay for the tank. People don't like that. People like doing the event, and at the end of the event they manage to get a free tank, which is what you're able to do here. But I just think they went around about it wrong. They chose the wrong tier. But overall, because of events like this, and because of being in clans and clan events, or crates that you can get for gold, adverts that you can watch for gold. I honestly don't think Blitz is pay to win. As I've said, yes, you're not going to get things like the Smashers. There's low chance you're going to get things like the Smashers. But there's tanks out there now that, you know, that can counter the Smasher. Just go drive a T29. Go drive a T29. That's just as good. That's one of the best heavies in the game. But as I've said, overall, I don't think Blitz is pay to win. I think it's less pay to win than it is pay to win. So I think it's more free to play than it is pay to win. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you manage to get the 50 TP, and how long did it take you to get the tank? Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye. With